Yo, what's going on, boys? So, the market was very choppy today, and it was very weird. I took a trade and I ended up break even on the day. So, I did not lose, but I'm looking at right now, I'm still looking at this low resistance liquidity. Like, I don't like how it came down, edged it. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Somebody's another Trump tweet, bro. Uh, we're blasting higher. Damn, I'm trying to record my recap, bro, but I think we're about to go lower. I'm like really thinking, no, I'm not gonna execute this just yet, but we have an SMT in New York game high. We could go lower and just sweep out that low resistance before we go higher. Or we can go higher, but let's go over the market. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna be quick because I low-key want to pay attention. So we're in chop on the daily high time frame, but overall, on the overall high time frame, I'm looking for like these lows to get swept out. Or let me see. When is this? Yeah, just looking for these lows. We've been moving lower in the higher time frame for a while. So bearish overall on the daily time frame. But week opened, we pushed lower. We have a new week opening gap. You can see it better on the 1 minute. How the gap is not fully closed, right? Because we came up to here and the gap starts like here. So new week opening gap is a very strong confluence. It's a very strong liquidity. And so, yeah, we're kind of I'm overall bullish until we fill this and then come back lower, start taking out this low, and then we set up to possibly, for me, I saw something. Maybe tap into, I don't know, maybe tap into the monthly gap. How far is this? Yeah, maybe not. That's a draw. That's pretty far, but yeah, scaling down to the time frames. So if we go on the 1 hour and we look at OTE from this move down, this leg down, actually going into the market, we rejected OTE pretty heavy. 786, that's my favorite level on the fib. And we rejected, and we also had data. We had CPI this morning. And so rejecting from the high time frame fib, we also had this data low because data high wasn't there, it's taken. So we're like, okay, data low is the target for today. We can go and hit this data low. Or if we displace higher, move past the highs, we can go to the new week opening gap right away. We could go today. But OT was making it look like we're going to go lower. So I was on the fence, but I'm looking for longs or shorts, whatever is backed by structure after market open. And so we come over here, and I'm actually going to add ES right now. So this is when we start playing in the market open. Pay attention to the highs. Hello? Why can I not skip? Okay. So market opens. We start dumping lower. I didn't want to take the market open candle because I just didn't like it. I didn't trust that. But we dump. I'm looking for, okay, a good retrace. My target, I'm looking for a data low since we're dumping towards it. Market was like, okay, that's where we want to go. Once we start getting this deep retrace, that's when I'm looking for OTE rejection. So we have OTE on the high time frame. I start looking for OTE on the lower time frame. And I'm like checking the 5 minute, looking for gaps and stuff. And that's when we get a rejection right here. And so when we get that rejection, we also get an SMT at New York game high with ES. So boom, New York game high is over here, and on NQ it is over here. So that's when I'm like, okay, 705 rejection, Yes, I take this mid candle, and I'm like, bet. Let's see this down to the lows. We go forward a little bit, and we start displacing in my direction. So I'm like, okay, once we take my break even, we'll be good. And then I'm looking, and we have draws higher, right? We have a strong draw higher. We just rejected off of OTE, sharp rejection, displaced higher. So I'm like, yeah, hell no, I'm not liking this. Also, we have like 15-minute gap that we're in. So I'm like, yeah, even though we're rejecting from this 4-hour gap on the high time frame, we're rejecting from OTE on the high time frame, I still don't like it. So I close. As soon as the next candle starts shooting up again, I wanted to see it go lower. If it didn't push lower, I'm closing. I closed right here for a small loss. I don't know why my executions are not there, but then we just get the chop of hell. We just get the chop of hell, bro. We come up and, because I entered him right here and I put my stop at the high of the OTE range because I expected this ultimate high to be protected, and it did end up sweeping this high. So my stop was there. I would have got swept out, but we get the chop of hell, and then we end up delivering at 10 a.m. which is pretty crazy. So we end up delivering. I did not like it. I didn't want to hold that. That would have been a gruesome 26-minute hold if I were to hold that. But we did it. And what was I going to say? So I pretty much closed that immediately for a small loss. Oh yeah, and then I accidentally entered in right here for shorts because I was trying to screenshot, right, to put in my journal. And we moved down a little bit, so I made like $30 back. So right now I'm up like $6 on the day, so I'm pretty much break even. And yeah, we end up pushing lower, rejecting again. There's a 5-minute gap period that I'm looking at. And there's other things. We have this, all this, just look at this low resistance liquidity right here that London created. Let's see where we are. Let's go to the present time. Hold on, how do I exit replay mode? Yeah. So we came up, we're SMT with New York aim high. We had this volume candle for some reason. I'm gonna check news and see what that actually is. But yeah, bro. Rejecting OCE a little bit. Let's see from this high. Let's see what we're looking like from this ultimate high. We didn't tap 705, but we did tap 618. So low key, if we have, if we create like a rejection block or something, paying close attention. No, we probably won't go lower. Like the reject, it's a very sharp rejection. Yeah, look at how sharp that rejection is. And we have the highs higher, so pushing higher. I think I'm just gonna call it here. I would love to take a trade and be up on the day, but there's days when you just don't have opportunities. So yeah, that's it for today's recap. We're break even on the day. It's a good day for me. I don't know why are my executions not there, bro? Yo, what the hell? Why are we still in replay mode, bro? Oh, here we go. Yeah, narrow my executions for proof. You see the numbers, you see everything. So yeah, I wonder if we're gonna deliver all the way and sweep out these lows from this. Yo, we'll find that out for me. But have a blessed one, guys. And that is today's recap. Chill little day. Hopefully y'all didn't try to long. If y'all tried to long, that was kind of cooked. And I don't know if you were paying attention to the overall what was going on, because there you got to pay attention to see if we're manipulating, if we're having a deep retrace, or if we're just going in that direction, right? Because we're not always going in the direction that we're moving in. So Yeah, boys. Have a beautiful day.